Ever driven on a brand new highway? The ride is smooth, the lines are crisp, and it feels effortless. But beneath that perfect surface is a story of moving mountains of dirt, literally. Before a single inch of pavement is laid, a massive, unseen river of earth has to be shifted. Nature doesn't build things flat. To make a road, engineers cut the tops off hills and use that dirt to fill valleys. A process called cut and fill. The goal: move dirt from where you don't want it to where you need it, as efficiently as possible. Get it wrong, and you're left with piles of dirt you can't use or holes you can't fill. Both expensive mistakes. That's why heavy equipment operators and civil engineers rely on a secret weapon, a chart most people have never heard of. This chart is the mass haul diagram. It tells the crew where every truckload of dirt should come from and where it should go. Without it, building a road would be like assembling a puzzle without the picture on the box. The mass haul diagram is the brains behind the brawn, ensuring the river of dirt flows exactly where it needs to. It's the unsung hero of every road you've ever traveled. Every smooth ride starts with this dirty, elegant dance, and it all begins long before the first car ever hits the pavement. So what exactly is a mass haul diagram? At its core, it's just a graph, a visual story of all the dirt on a road project. The x-axis shows the length of the road, the y-axis shows the amount of dirt, in cubic yards. When the line goes up, you're cutting into a hill and accumulating dirt. When it goes down, you're filling a valley and using up that dirt. The peaks are where you have extra dirt, the valleys are where you need it. A loop that starts and ends at zero means a balanced section. No dirt wasted, no extra needed. The diagram is full of these loops, and engineers use them to plan the most efficient movement of material. It's like a financial ledger for dirt, showing surpluses and deficits. Reading the diagram, you can see exactly where cuts and fills happen, and how much dirt is needed or available at each point. The mass haul diagram turns a chaotic earth-moving project into a clear, manageable plan. It's the difference between organized chaos and total confusion. In road building, every truckload costs money, so organized chaos is the only way to survive. This simple graph is the key to making sense of millions of cubic yards of earth, and it's the first step to building a road that actually works. Why is the mass haul diagram so important? In a word, money. Moving dirt is the biggest cost in road construction. Fuel, labor, equipment, it all adds up fast. The diagram helps minimize the distance every scoop of dirt travels, saving time and money. Think of it like digging up dirt for a garden. You take the shortest path, not haul it around the block. The mass haul diagram does this on a massive scale, planning the most economical haul routes before work begins. The perfect project is balanced. The amount of cut equals the amount of fill. The diagram shows where this balance happens, helping engineers strategize for efficiency. It's the foundation of a good bid and a profitable project. Companies use it to calculate costs, trucks needed, and fuel burned, down to the last cubic yard. Get it right, and you profit. Get it wrong, and you lose your shirt. Let's talk about free haul, the sweet spot of earth moving. When a contractor bids on a project, the price per cubic yard includes moving dirt a certain distance, called the free haul distance. As long as dirt is moved within this range, say 1,000 feet, there's no extra charge. On the mass haul diagram, engineers draw a line to show which dirt can be moved within this free haul limit. It's like free pizza delivery within a certain radius. The cost is built in. The goal is to maximize the amount of dirt moved under free haul, keeping costs low. The diagram helps pair cuts and fills that are close together, making the most of this free movement. Every cubic yard moved within free haul is a win for the budget. This is where the diagram becomes a strategic tool, not just a chart. Efficient earth moving starts with maximizing free haul. That's the bread and butter of every earthwork plan. But what if you have to move dirt farther than the free haul distance? That's called overhaul, and it costs extra. Overhaul is any dirt hauled beyond the free haul limit, and contractors charge for every extra foot. The cost is measured in station yards. 1 cubic yard moved 100 feet beyond free haul. The mass haul diagram shows exactly how much overhaul is needed and where. Think of it like paying extra for pizza delivery outside the free zone. The farther the dirt travels, the more it costs. Fuel, time, and wear on equipment. The diagram helps engineers minimize overhaul by planning smarter routes. Sometimes it's cheaper to waste dirt or borrow new dirt nearby than to pay for a long overhaul. The diagram provides the data to make those decisions. Every overhaul mile avoided is money saved. That's why the mass haul diagram is essential for controlling costs. In a perfect world, every project would be balanced. Cuts equal fills. But reality is messier. Sometimes you have too much dirt, sometimes not enough. That's where borrow and waste come in. If you need more dirt than you have, you borrow it, buying and hauling soil from outside the project. If you have too much, you waste it, hauling it to a disposal site. Both options cost money: land, hauling, and handling. The mass haul diagram shows if you'll end up with a surplus or deficit. If the curve ends higher than it started, you have waste. Lower, you need borrow. This lets engineers plan ahead, finding borrow pits or waste sites early and budgeting for the extra work. The diagram makes these costs predictable, not surprises. It's another way this simple chart keeps projects on track. Balance is the goal, but the diagram helps manage the mess when nature doesn't cooperate. So how does the mass haul diagram get used on site? It's the daily playbook for superintendents and foremen, guiding every move of scrapers, dozers, and trucks. Each morning, the team checks the diagram to see which cuts and fills to tackle, and where to send equipment. It helps assign the right machines to the right jobs. Fast trucks for long hauls, scrapers for short ones. If weather or unexpected obstacles pop up, the team consults the diagram to quickly adjust plans. The diagram shows where to shift operations, keeping the project moving. It's not just a static chart, it's a flexible, real-time guide. The mass haul diagram turns chaos into coordinated action. It keeps crews efficient, costs down, and progress on schedule. On a job site, it's as important as any piece of heavy machinery. Let's see the mass haul diagram in action. Imagine a 1-mile stretch of new highway. The diagram shows a deficit of 50,000 cubic yards, so the contractor knows to secure a borrow pit before work starts. Next, the diagram highlights a balanced section. 200,000 cubic yards can be moved from a hill to a nearby valley, all within free haul. This becomes the first, most efficient phase of earthwork. Then, a large cut produces 80,000 cubic yards, but the nearest fill is 4,000 feet away. Overhaul territory. The diagram calculates the overhaul cost, and the team assigns their biggest trucks to handle it. Finally, after balancing as much as possible, the remaining deficit is filled from the borrow pit. The diagram shows exactly where every load goes. By following this plan, the contractor moves millions of cubic yards efficiently and economically. The mass haul diagram turns a chaotic landscape into a smooth, ready-to-pave roadbed. Next time you drive down a highway, remember? Every smooth mile was planned with a mass haul diagram. Beneath the pavement, an unseen river of dirt was moved, balanced, borrowed, or wasted according to a meticulous plan. Even with modern technology, the principles of the mass haul diagram are more vital than ever. It's the tool that makes massive earth-moving efficient and affordable. The engineers and operators who use it are turning chaos into order, building the foundation of our world. It's not glamorous, but it's essential. The mass haul diagram is a symbol of the hidden intelligence behind every road. It's a reminder that the easiest journeys are built on the hardest work. So, next time you hit the open road, appreciate the genius beneath your tires, because every mile is a triumph of planning, precision, and a little bit of dirt magic.